There's only one thing left to say. Let's rev it up!
Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so if you guys saw the first part, the first video, if you haven't, I'll put the link, the click note up top, so you can go ahead and check that out before this. But for those of you that have watched it already and can see and remember what I showed you guys, what these two cards get you, which is pretty much should be this. This is where you should end up with just these two cards. This engraved, that, and that banished. And then you should have your starting 5 cards plus 2 more. So you should have your 5 and then plus 2 more. Okay? And pretty much after that, it differs because you won't always draw what you need. You won't always draw like specific things. You'll have to like work your way and try to draw into them by utilizing Librarian and making more formula Synchrons. So pretty much what you want to see, pretty much, you want to see, like ideally, this is what you would want to see. Okay, these 4 cards, whether in any variation, whether it be a foolish to foolish that away or Overarthdale to get this to your hand, but like this is pretty much what you want to draw into to complete the board of Quasar, Crystal, Herald, and a Trish on their turn. But sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes you just have to work your way and try and utilize Librarian's effect and draw into as many cards as you possibly can to draw into that. And sometimes it doesn't really happen that often. The majority of the time, you will get those cards in any variation, whether it's like searching them. So let's get your 7 because you're supposed. Oh, that's 1 already. That's 2 of the pieces that we need. That's nice. Okay, that's your starting hand. Besides, okay, that's awesome. Besides that, okay, I could keep this to the side just because you don't really need this. Like let's just say you didn't draw this. Let's put this back. Okay, because you can do it without it. You can do without it. So this is your. Okay, let's say this is your hand, right? So you right away. Let's go ahead and lure. So you draw 1, draw 2. Okay, so you banish this. Okay, and then it's scrape. Okay, then now you're going to pitch and special because the reason why you needed the quick draw is to get the second material, the second non-tuner synchro monster to make your Quasar. Because you want to make Quasar as fast as you can because later it gets kind of complicated. It gets a bit clumpy and you don't have enough room to move. So that's what you want to do. So you special this and then you level it and you make your Jet Warrior. Okay, you draw a card. Cool. Oh, there it is. Nice. So you go ahead and level this and you Arthdale. You always try to thin out your deck as much as you can because it's a combo deck. You want it to be as consistent as it possibly can. Even with the slightest probability, you want it to get it out of the way. Okay. Okay. Now all you're missing now is a Plague Spreader. Whether you draw Foolish, whether you draw it, hard draw it, or whatever, but you need to get to that to play because you have this. Okay. So special, and it's gonna give you your second formula that you need. Okay, so you draw 1. Nice, cool. Okay, then this is gonna be your Quasar, right? Then you make. Where are you? Cool. You draw 1 more. Nice. Okay, so then now you go ahead and discard, and you're gonna make your drill now. Okay, so level this because you're going to utilize towards the end make a crystal one with that and Theseus. So you level that special Arthdale. You get your global, and now we're just trying to get to that plague. Okay, so Synchro, drill, draw 1, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna have a couple more tries to try and get to that plague. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and pitch Get this out of the way. Oh, Jet's behind me, by the way. This is blocking him, but he's banished. Okay, so okay, and then now you're gonna go ahead and instant fusion Warrior Theseus. Okay, and then you're going to activate Plague. I mean, Bulb. Jamil. Pretty good. Okay, and the level 8 Theseus. That's gonna give you your last formula. You draw 2 more. 1. Okay, there's a soul charge. 2. Okay, so now, since you have soul charge, hands down, you can do the board. But like, you kind of wanna do it without having to use soul charge. So just in case it clear your board, you can just bring everything back at the end, like when it comes to your turn. So you'll have this coming back, and then just try to reestablish your board. But sometimes you don't get the Plague. Like right now, we needed the Plague, so we can top deck it for Tatsunoko. Like you, okay, so I'll just play it out to show you what I mean. Like this would have been Crystal Wing, and then you would have had Plague Engrave, and top deck for Plague. Level elite this, go Tatsunoko, level elite once more, and then go Herald, and then level elite this, and that's your Trish setup. But in our case, we weren't able to do that, so we have to use the soul charge. So you're gonna bring back a formula. Okay, so take 1,000, and then you're gonna go ahead and level it. Crystal. Go into Tatsunoko. Level it once more. Go into Herald, and then you level it Quasar. So like instead of like if we would have had Plague Engrave, this is pretty much Plague. Essentially, that's what it is. And then that's your Trish setup, and then this comes back next turn, and then gets you anything you want back. But more than likely, you want to burn this first before anything, so you can just utilize its ability, and then just go off from there, and then just like Trish. I mean, that's pretty much all your extra deck. But yeah, that's pretty much the route you have to take in order to end with this field. Hopefully this is helpful. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Give a like if it was helpful, and that's gonna be it. I'll do like a test hand video next, just to since now you guys have an idea of how it's meant to go. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. Thanks for watching.